Hello, beautiful people of the world. It's your boy Static here with a kind of different format this time for you guys, and I'm joined by Strangely Entertaining, and we are here in our different format, as you can see, which is a tier list.
Yay, tier lists. They're always so fun and always accurate every time.
Yeah, I mean, it goes hand in hand with being a weeb and anime enthusiast to have a tier list. If you don't have a toxic tier list, are you even a part of
Are
the
you even a
fandom?
weeb? Do you
Yeah,
even watch anime if you don't have a tier list?
I mean, probably. There's like the new age animators watch anime and Flame Attack on Titan is the best thing. But anyway, we won't get into all that political anime stuff. We'll save that
Next
for
time.
we'll save that for Twitter. Definitely save that for. But as you can see, Digimon, which is something very near and dear to both of our hearts. It was probably the first thing you watched as an anime, Strange, and probably the second or third for me because
Well, no, I'd say second. I think my first exposure to anime was Pokemon, funnily enough. But this
oh
is probably
yeah.
my good second.
Yeah, you know where I stand in the Pokemon Digimon debate. Digimon clears it like all day. Like Pokemon has the games, Digimon has like the rest of the content. I collect Digimon cards. I don't collect Pokemon cards, and also like Digimon was just about that life. To be honest with you, but
And about taking lives. But
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, but yeah. Today, we got a tier list. Everybody knows how tier lists work. If you don't, what are you doing? It's
Go
twenty
watch a
twenty three.
video on how tier lists work because we won't explain it here.
Yeah, but we've got the seasons. We've got Digimon season 1, Digimon season 2, or Digimon Adventure, sorry. I'm just going to pull up the actual legitimate names. So yeah, we've got Digimon Adventure, which is the first one. We've got Digimon Adventure 2, Digimon Tamers, Digimon Frontier, Data Squad, Fusion, Adventure Try, at Monsters, which I don't believe we got in the States, and then Adventure 2020, and then Ghost Game.
Yeah,
So,
honestly, I've heard of Appmon. I've never really seen anything about it. I know there's a hot debate on whether Appmon are even considered Digimon, but I have
yeah.
not seen the series, so I wouldn't know.
Yeah, no, that's fair, that's fair. We've got the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Actually, Atmon is actually on here. I think this is Atmon.
Huh, wow.
Um, I
I
don't know.
feel bad.
We'll get to
We'll
it.
we'll get
Some of
to it.
these I didn't watch. So let's set up our tier list. Like, what do you want to do? Do you want to go S tier? Want to be what are you feeling, King?
We could do S through C, and then maybe we can change D tier to did not watch
I
or
think
something.
I think S tier's got to change. Like I don't.
Okay.
It's got to be goaded. I think that's what we got to do. Like
Well, I know of one very specific one that would go there, but yes.
what would go and goad it for you? I mean, you know what? Let's
But
let's
we'll
go
get
in
to it. We'll get
let's
to it.
go
We'll
in
get to it.
order that we get it. So
Yeah.
is D trash or are we keeping D like
D didn't watch.
okay, so the C is C mid. Are we gonna do that?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll do here. We'll do this. We'll do D is didn't watch. As I spell things correctly. Judge me, internet. Didn't watch. And then C is mid. Or no, C should be trash.
Yeah, okay.
And then we'll do B tier as mid. So that'll be that. And then we'll do A tier as um average. I mean, I feel like there's got to be something else. Okay,
No,
well,
mid is average.
mid is average.
Yeah,
A
mid is
tier,
average.
A tier is acceptable. Like everything can't go to gold. You know,
Yeah, 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 acceptable.
like
Yeah.
or we'll just do good. We'll do good.
Yeah, okay,
We'll do good
that
because
works,
good
that
is a
works.
solid one. Okay, so
We are professionals, leave it to the
yes.
professionals.
Do you want to go in chronological order or do you want to
Yes,
go in the
let's
order
go
of
in
this?
chronological order.
Okay, I mean, like of here or the series airing.
We do airing.
Okay, so if we do airing, I gotta. It's not fun, but the first series, Digimon Adventure 1, for me is goated. Like it's oh god, don't go there. Okay, so it's the first introduction. We've got the crest. We've got And that's a big thing for me. We got, like, the crest, like, I'm getting a tattoo of the Digimon crest, and if you don't know Digimon crests are, why are you on this podcast? Or not podcast, why are you on this
Why are you on this video?
video? Why are you on this video? But yeah, we had, the crest of courage, friendship, love, knowledge, compassion, or sincerity, sorry, it's been, like, a whole thing, hope, light, and reliability, and darkness, quote, but no, we're talking about season and
Yeah,
that
no, season 1 really kind of everything started here, for Digimon. It was like a fresh start. Everything was fresh. We hadn't seen anybody Digivolve. We got to be there when that happened, and we're like, "What? That's crazy!" We got to see all sorts of different types of Digimon, which a lot of the designs, the OG designs, still look pretty awesome. Like if they came out today, I'd be like, "Yo, that's lit." Digimon's always been that way, and this is kinda where it all happened, and it
yeah.
was beautiful.
Plus we plus we got the we got the OVAs and everything. So a fun time. Like,
But yeah, it's gotta go ungoated, like, it's the original series, like,
yeah.
when you like, that was the first time Leomon died. That wa
Yeah, Leah the iconic Leomon's death. Plus, we had megas like War Greymon and Metal Garurumon are absolute W's. They have to go there. So, I could go on and on why it's goated, but yeah, it's goated. It's the top of goated. It's gonna stay at goated. Big spoiler, nothing's gonna top that. So I feel like here's where we get into controversy, at least for me. So I'm gonna let you go first. We got Adventure 2, the continuation of the first season of Digimon.
I do in a certain way, I do love Adventure 2. Like, I don't just seeing the characters come back and, seeing the new Digidestin take over was kinda cool, and you got to see old Digidestin as well, like, um, TK and oh, man, Cory? Is that her
Yeah,
name?
TK and Kari. Yeah,
T
Ty and
Kari.
Matt's
I'm
little
like
siblings. Yeah.
yes. I was like, "Wow, I cannot remember her name for some reason." They were cool. The whole Armored Digi-Evolution was okay, but, I would say it's mid because it's not, like, amazing. It doesn't really do
I
a whole lot of new stuff
yeah,
for
I
me.
mean, I would give it mid as well. I kind of want to give it trash, but the only reason I can't give it trash because we had elements. Chimeramon was cool. Blackboard Greymon was dope. If it was just for okay, so Blackboard Greymon, in my opinion, is a goated written character,
Oh, yeah,
written choice. Um,
like, the 2 greatest philosophers of our time, Blackmore Greymon and Mewtwo.
yes,
You
like, and I
yeah.
remember the scene with Blackboard Greymon and Agumon. And they're having a conversation. That was dope. And then we met Azulongmon for the first time, so that was cool. We had the Christmas stuff from Girl in the World. That was also cool. And then we even had, the ending was dope with like the hey, everybody had a Digimon partner and blah blah blah. But they just had so much stuff like Yoli as a character brings it. If it was goaded for everything else, Yoli as a character brings it down to good. Then Cody and his bull crap brings it down to mid. It almost goes to trash, but I have to remember those good qualities. But I agree with you. I gotta put it no higher than mid, and I kind of am like,
It's probably the in the lower side of mid once we start adding more,
yeah, it'll definitely
mid
probably,
stuff
it'll
because
definitely probably be.
like it introduces, a lot of cool stuff, but then everything else that just kinda goes with it, like, like we saw what Myotismon can actually become, like we saw him go further, which was like crazy because he came back at the end of the series, which kind of blew my mind. And then we had like Mummymon and Arachnamon, Spider. What's her name?
Um, I know who you're talking about. Uh,
We had them. They were kind of funny.
yeah, what's her
Um,
name? I forget who you're talking about. I know who you're talking about. I just forget.
yeah, I know. I forget off the top of my head too. But the
Uh,
the whole Digimon Emperor thing wasn't a bad idea, but kind
oh,
of like
it was kind of. I mean,
it
it could have
was
been done better.
I think it could have been done better, but it was interesting that you saw basically another human just kinda in the digital world without accessing it via, like, normal means, or I guess. And it was
Yeah,
kinda
no,
like, how is he getting in here? Like, such a mystery. It was
no,
really cool.
sure. And Ken was a cool character. I mean, there's the iconic scene where it's like, "Nice friends you got there, Davis."
Yeah,
It's
nice
just
friends you got there, Davis.
that is very iconic. And and the dark spirals were a cool touch too. But anyway, that's mid. Moving past that.
Um, no, I was gonna say, their DNA digievolutions, that was a cool thing. I was like, "Oh, good, we got more DNA digievolutions, and
So
they're awesome."
are you saying you're trying to move it from mid to good?
No, I'm not. No, no, no.
Okay. Because the DNA was cool. I mean, okay, half the DNA was cool. Pyodramon was cool, but let's be honest, the other two, like Sophimon
Yeah,
was kind of cool, but Sophimon never did anything.
no,
And the giant
nothing of note.
teapot being overpowered, but it couldn't move was just like, bro, what are we doing? The concept of what that Digimon was supposed to be was so much cooler. And I was kind of hoed that we didn't get like the. I feel like once, because we got a movie coming out for season 2, like we did with the last Kuzuna of season 1 of Digimon, which you need to watch.
I know, I haven't watched it yet, I'm
Really
sorry.
do. Like it's a
There's gotta
lot.
be a movie night, or I just gotta catch up, but,
We were supposed to have a movie. Anyway, it's in the past. But no, it's they're gonna do one for Adventure 2, and they're apparently gonna do one for well, which is where we're going now. We're moving past it. Uh, Tamers, which is
goated.
honestly
It's goated. Better
so
put it in goated.
okay,
No,
man. We got
have you had second thoughts
I
now?
haven't had second thoughts. I've never had second. Okay, let me explain the story first. Digimon Tamers for me as a kid, I hated it. I really did. I did not like it. I felt like it took too long to get in the story. Why are we in the human world? I didn't like a lot of characters. There was a dude who was always like doing the science stuff. But as I got older, I'm like, yo, this is kind of crazy. Like the concept and everything is kind of wild. And the D Reaper is horror. And Jerry being psychiatrically destroyed, and then like her mother dying and having a stepmom, and Leomon with the whole Itmon thing. It became like almost like a case study of psychology. And I didn't really accept that as a kid because I was like, there's no crest, blah blah blah. So I didn't actually like
Oh,
it.
I was actually horrified when I learned, like, "Wait, this isn't even in the same, like, universe or whatever, like, we don't even get the references to the other characters." I'm like, "I'm
No,
so upset."
but we did though.
Yeah, I just don't remember them, that's the
A
thing.
Zulongmon, like the Digimon Sovereign, tell them of the first Digimon who humans who came to the digital world, and that is like the season 1 group.
Okay, so maybe it does take maybe I missed that episode then, but it's been or maybe I just forgot about it, but,
You know, it
uh
was very like sparse in there, but like also the movies, man, that came along with it. Like I said, we had the OVAs, technically OVAs. So we had the OVAs with season 1 with the kids in America, fighting Charubon, going into
best piece of media in existence.
yes, the war game was crazy. But we also had a few with this with the Runaway Locomon where Rika gets possessed. Also, Rika is a great character. I was rooting for Rika and Takato so hard, and as I rewatched this series, I'm even more so rooting for them. I kind of screwed Jerry because she came in and messed it up. But like, I will give it to you. Like, I have to. This goes into goaded. When I was younger, I would be like, this was trash. But like, I have to bring it into goaded because of the biomerge evolution, like Gallantmon, Kuyamon,
Mhm.
Gardramon, like Justymon, Impmon, kinda, even though Impmon isn't, or Beelzemon, even though it's not like a biomerge, but he gets like the wings and becomes what's it called again?
That's his, like, it's not fault downfall mode or whatever, it's like his, it's technically a Digievolution, but I think it's more of a mode change?
Yeah, it is. It's like his burst mode. Is that where burst mode?
I
From?
think it is burst mode, let
Yeah,
me see,
it's the whole thing.
blast mode, actually.
Blast mode. That's what it. Yeah, I love that. Like when she kissed him and he got the wings, and then his like
Mhm.
partner gave him the little toy gun. He's like, "You can use it to beat him up." Oh my
Use it to
gosh.
kill the bad guys. Like,
Bro,
yeah,
I
sure.
cried, and then, like, freaking Doberman, like, when he's sacrificed and he's like, "The Digimon Sovereign have given this gift for you to change." Yeah, goated, yeah, it's goated.
And
It's
then
goated.
more dark Digi-evolutions as well with, Guilmon turning into the I don't remember the name, but the basically the
Megadramon?
whole, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
and that was the whole, like, "Oh, it's the, biohazard symbol, ah." Did we ever
yeah.
learn the significance of that besides the dark
Uh,
Digi-evolution?
no, it's in the sub. The sub have a lot more context. All like Calamon being like a when everybody just grouped Mega Digivolved, bro, that was kinda crazy as well. Um, and then Home Dude just got a Mega Digimon with Marine Angemon.
Oh, yeah, that was funny. It's
That
like,
was
"Oh,
wild.
actually, it's one of the most powerful Digimon ever." It's like, "What?"
Yeah, that was
It's like
um,
Marine Angemon.
yeah, but no, strong goated tier.
What a goated series, man. We gotta group sit down and watch that.
We
Maybe
do.
that could be the next video.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah. I mean, yeah, I mean, we did say we wanted to
also,
rank
get your
these.
notification out of here.
I don't know what you want from me, man. I don't know why it won't stop. So yeah, going to the next thing, season 4, which I know there's gonna be controversy here because a lot of people hate Frontier. Like, and I'm here to argue that your hate is unwarranted. Okay, your hate is warranted. When I was little, this is like the opposite of Tamer. When I was little, I hated it. Or sorry, when I was little, I loved it. I was like, yo, it's so cool. And honestly, I'm not gonna lie, it's got the best theme song out of all of Disney. Like, okay, first one still goated. It's like tied with the first one. Tied with the got like that tribal music, hum da hum da with the chants.
Oh,
Like
yeah,
that
the
was like
intro?
yes, bro. Like Digimon. Na,
Oh,
na,
no,
na.
that's one of the best Digimon intros I think ever,
In
like,
my
just with the
opinion,
song.
that's one of the best intros of all time. If I was ranking my top 10 intros, this would have to be like I know that
I would say, Frontiers is good. It's not exactly mid. It's almost there, I feel like, in my opinion. I'm not sure how you feel. Like, it's a good watch. I just think the ending kind of felt a little flat, maybe, and then, I don't know, what
I
the
mean,
potential it had, but, like, it was a novel idea, I think, but
I will say I will personally the ending. I agree with you with Lucimon and all
Lucimon,
that and
yeah.
everything with the Royal Knights. The ending was kind of all over the place. But like the end ending when like they came back and they met Home Dude in the real world, like all their cell phones dropped and or their Digivice dropped and they came back in the cell phones. It was good. So I will say I will give it good because I really liked what happened with the Spirit Warriors. I like the idea of the humans turning into Digimon and being the legendary warriors. Like the writing was kind of trash at points, but also when a Gunimon became in touch what it meant to be a true warrior of nature. And Zephramon, bruh, Zephramon, come on,
Zephramon.
like one of the
No,
most
I
slept
know
on Digimon
exactly.
waifus, bruh. Like seriously, like and her whole scene of like how when she became a beast, when she beast evolved and she could control it from the get go, that was pretty goated. Not gonna lie.
Mhm.
So I
And
would
then
give it
after that
good.
episode did nothing, but
Yeah.
that episode
Yeah. What would you say? I'm saying good. What would you say?
Yeah, I'm saying good too.
Yeah, our first good.
It is good. Not the best, not all it's not exactly mid, but it's a good time if you watch it. I
I
actually enjoyed it, so alright, which one's next?
next, man, I'm not gonna lie to you, King. We got, I mean, lie to you. We got season 5. Which Data Squad. I couldn't think of the name of it. I remember what it
Data
was, but
Squad.
I could not think of the name of it. Uh, you didn't watch Data Squad, did you?
So, I didn't w I've only seen maybe a couple episodes of Data Squad, and the only thing I know about Data Squad is it gave us an alternate Greymon and Agumon for some odd reason, but I think Rise Greymon came out of
So
this, right?
it's Agumon, Geo Greymon, Rise Greymon, and Shine Greymon.
That's right, that's right. That's not it's a cool take on the Greymon family, and then I know we got, Rosemon, I believe, out of
Yes, we
this?
got Rosemon and we got Burst. We got the Burst Mode franchise, which is dope. Then we
That's
got
right.
like the mat equivalent with Thomas, which was really cool. We had 3 Digidestined instead of like a large group. Actually, no, we had 4 because Kanan came in, and then we had Almon, which gave us Ravenmon at the end, which was fire, especially Ravenmon burst mode, who was like a ninja type, bruh. Okay, so as you can tell, I'm gassed for Data Squad, bruh. I am gassed.
You don't
Um,
really talk about it a lot, so I'm quite surprised.
there's so much Digimon, bruh. It's like, I
I
mean,
feel like
Data
I
Squad.
need to go back and watch Data Squad
You
now.
do like the fact that you told me you only watched 3 episodes. I feel like you hold yourself because this
Is this
this
the one
season
where he
has genocide
punches?
in it. Yeah, he punches. So
Okay, that's funny.
so to digivolve, they have to get like energy in this one, so they have to do like actions. And Marcus like gets his from like he just goes up and brawls like Digimon. He takes that Tai energy in season 1 and just like manifest it. He'll go up to the Digimon, he'll like punch it, and then he'll be like, "Yo, you're as strong as a Digimon." Like what?
I know
Because
that became a trading card. That's actually a card you could play.
yeah, no, it's fire, bro. When we
Just
get when Digimon gets to season 5, it's game over. I don't think we've gotten to season 5 yet. I think we're still. I don't know. Digimon is weird, like the card game, because I'm trying to figure out where we are. I know. I think the next set actually might be either 4.
I feel like the next set might be
It has to be 4 because we just got like Renamon in that group. So I think we're gonna get the Legendary Warriors next, 4, and then we're gonna get 5 and so on eventually post game. Um, but anywho, Data Squad's really good, bro. Like you got a lot of good things going in this. We've got the burst mode that I talked about. We got Marcus's relationship. We've got genocide, bro. Like the humans go into the digital world and just kill a bunch of like the Tarzan trope with a human who was like the child of researchers who got left in the digital world. And I think his parents either died. Yeah, no, his parents got okay. There's a whole thing that happened with his parents
wow,
that I want to
actually
tell you.
now I need to go back and watch Data
No, bro,
Squad.
it's
I can't bel
crazy. Like I'm literally teetering putting Data Squad on Goated, bro. But I'm like, I
it
feel like
you can put it in lower goat if you want. You know more about it than I do. So,
I'd say like I mean I kind of want to make a tier for like a great tier and just put that because it's not like
well, do
it's
you wanna
not.
put it in upper good then?
I mean like upper good, like 'cause I feel like it's better than good, but it's not quite goated. I feel like it's on precipice of great then, but like for the sake of this, we'll do upper good. Um, and I really want you to like. We're gonna have to revisit this once you watch it because I'm very tempted. Like it's, I feel like we can't say it's worse than Tamers though. Like personally, I can't.
It's not technically worse than Tamers. Like, I mean, it's like a tier below, but really, how
I wouldn't
much of
even
a
say a tier
difference is
below.
that?
Honestly, like I don't know because there's a substantial difference between this and Frontier. That's why I kind of don't want to put it in good. Like Frontier is still good, but like Tamers is so much better than Frontier. There was a point where Tamers was my second favorite. Or sorry, I keep saying Tamers. There was a point where Data Squad was everything I just said was about Data Squad. There was a point where Data Squad was like my second favorite, and Data Squad is so much better than Frontier, and like I feel like it's on the same tier as Tamers. So okay, we'll leave it at good. We might revisit it at the end. We do some more, but
I'll
like
say if you wanna add another tier, you go right on ahead.
we'll see,
You
we'll
know
see.
more.
We'll try and keep it to these. Um, but yeah, so next after what did we have? I'm gonna go back here because what did we have after Data Squad? Oh yeah, we had Fusion. Oh
Your
my gosh,
favorite, your most favoritist one, and I can tell
Fusion.
you I did not watch it at all.
Fusion is trash, bro. I tried to watch this. I'm just gonna go ahead and put it in trash. You don't even have to make it a miss.
The
I
only
tr-
thing I know about Fusion was when I played Digimon World, Next Order, and I saw Shoutmon. I was like, "Oh, I wonder what he evolves into." And he only has like one Digi-evolution. I said, "What?" I said,
so
"That's dumb."
yeah, he like the whole thing about this is like fusion instead of digivolving. Like you fuse with Digimon to make a new Digimon. I'm like, that's a kind of cool concept, I guess. Because here's what happened: as you look through the Digimon, you see it happening more often. You see, first season we got Omnimon, which is the goat and the reason why this isn't goated person. That was dope. So we took that, like, oh, they like fusion. Then we went to season 2, and like, okay, then we'll just have everybody fuse once. Some DNA digivolving. Oh, they still kinda like that? That was the received part? Then we'll have the humans fuse with the Digimon. That's
Oh, they
kinda
like the
dope, man.
humans being
Yeah, and then we'll just let the humans be Digimon. That sounds great. And then, okay, maybe we went a little too heavy with the fusion, maybe too much. I feel like because Data Squad wasn't received the best because it was in a weird time slot. It was in a very weird place. It was on
I feel like
FedEx.
it probably was because honestly, I don't ever remember seeing it available to watch on television at all.
Yeah, it was in a weird place. It was like on JetX, and it was kinda weird
I
as where it
remember that.
placed.
I remember you had to have the super premium cable package for JetX where I lived, so I didn't get to watch it hardly at all.
Yeah, so it kinda went in a weird spot, so I feel like it wasn't done like the justice it wasn't done the justice. They were like, "Oh, screw it, we'll just go back to Fusion." Because last time we were doing stuff, people were like, "Fusion." So we got Fusion, and Fusion is absolute ass. I don't like the plot, I don't like the characters, I don't really like anything about it. The one cool thing and I think it was with Fusion, let me see, was it with Fusion? It was either with Fusion or it was with Fusion. So at one point in Fusion, they fight this clock Digimon who can like go through time, and he brings back all the other protagonists, like all the leaders from the different gens.
Hmm.
And even that couldn't get me into Fusion. I was like, I literally see Ty, I literally see Davis, I literally see Taguya, I literally see Mikado. I see my favorite people in Davis, and I'm like, I, I'm like, yes. And I'm still like, no, it's still trash. How is it still trash? How do you have War Greymon? How do you have Omnimon? Which really pissed me off because back Matt, Omnimon showed up. So I'm just like, how is it still garbage? And I don't know. And then Mallow, my Osmon showed up. It was all over the place, bro. I was just like,
Well, that sounds like a fever dream, honestly.
it was, bro. Like you just gotta go watch the clip on YouTube because you could tell they were trying to like bring in hype to kind of get it going. But yeah, no, no. Uh,
Well, we'll have to visit it. Maybe do a video on it in the future. We'll have to visit all that. I know you probably don't want to watch it again, but I'm
I'm not
curious
watching it
now.
again, I'm just telling you right now. So, yeah, that goes in trash for me, and then after that, we have Try, which you didn't finish.
You're right. I didn't finish.
So, are you
I,
ready for
I,
the
I well, hold on. I had the momentum, but I quickly, I don't know. I lost it when there was a whole law. There was a time frame where it was like it would come out, every so often, and then after the fourth one or something, it took like a 2 year hiatus, or I just never got around to watching it.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair, it did take a little bit of a hiatus. I guess that was a thing.
I
Um,
guess that's what killed the momentum for me, and then I never got around back to it.
yeah, that's fair, that's fair. Um, but I'm gonna tell you right now, that gets a hard trash for me. Um, Trash. I it
Even
started
worse
off
than Fusion.
yes, or no, not worse than it could have been mid. They were okay. I thought it wasn't as bad as I remember. I rewatched it. I was like, wow, it's worse. Um, yeah, we get to see the megas. You know what? No, no, it's mid. It's mid
Is man.
because we
I
get to
say literally it has to be at least mid, at least for
for height
what
value.
I
Yeah,
did watch. Like literally Hercules Kabuterimon,
that was
just
dope.
that scene alone,
That
bruh,
was
I
dope.
was bawling. I was just destroyed.
No, that was crazy, and it was like that was crazy. And I think there was like someone had talked about like the um precedent or precedence of like him having the 9 labors. He was holding back 9 Digimon.
Mhm.
So even though I don't
On
think he was, I think he's
and
only holding back 7. But
maybe that's kinda what it was I kinda felt like that should have been where it stopped maybe, but then it just kept going,
so
and I think
that's the thing that happened with it though. It was like the fact that should have ended. The fact that it should have ended, and the fact that they drew it out because it was only supposed to be like 3 or 4 movies. They're like, oh wow, people actually came out in the theaters and loved and supported this. Of course, it was the 15th year anniversary of Digimon, and everybody loved it and it was in the theaters. Of course, we were gonna go watch it, so we all did. The first one was really good, and then, like, first one was really good. It was like, "Oh,
Mhm.
wow," like, they're conscious of destruction. I is having a nervous breakdown and XYZ, yada, 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 and I didn't think it get bad until I don't think it got bad until, like, the 3rd one. That's kinda when it went downhill for your boy. I was like, "Okay."
That was where Jedi shows up and starts licking people for no
Yep.
reason, right? Yeah. Okay,
Yeah,
that's kinda where I stopped right there, honestly. I said, "Okay."
yeah.
Uh,
Well, no, because the 4th one was with Hercules Capitanimon.
really?
Yeah, there were 6, pretty sure.
No, I'm gonna have to go back and look. I feel like
Here,
that
let's
was the 3rd one
no, because
because I think we were waiting on the 4th one.
yeah, there were 6 movies, like I said, there were 6.
Yeah.
There was,
You got pictures? 'Cause I
y
reckon I know
and said, "Do I have pictures?"
I know the covers,
We've got yeah, so, yeah, we've got film 1, which is Reunion. Got
right?
film 2, which is Determination. We've
Right,
got
remember that
film
one?
3, which is Confession. Film 4, which is Loss. Film 5, which is Coexistence, and film 6 for the future.
So, maybe it was 5.
Loss
Maybe I didn't watch 5 because I remember
no,
Phoenix
you
Mom.
didn't. I remember because you watched up to 4 because that was where Hercules Capitanimon came in. Trust me, I know my Disney. And 5 is the one you didn't watch because I remember when we were in college, you were like we were all hype. Even, our friend Irv was hype because he was like, "Yo, Paul Ofanimon looks dope." And that was the last thing we saw at the
That was the
end of
last
4. And she was such a letdown, which is why it almost went in the trash. Because 'cause I'm like, "How do you give me this dope character design and art?" And she just becomes trash. Like, it I hate it. I hate it with passion. So, anyway, yeah,
That's gonna be
um,
my goal this year is to catch up on Try and then
you're not
watch
gonna
the you know what? Can't just have a little faith in me, okay?
no. I have no faith in you
So
watching
close.
anime. I love you, and I adore you, and but I have been taught by common sense to
Mm.
have faith. Watch shows.
I just don't watch it in your time,
What do you
on
mean it's
your
my
timeline.
time? I would like you to watch it before I die so I can talk to you about it.
That's plenty of time.
Uh-huh. You don't know what life has in store. Knock on wood. Just saying, don't be at my funeral being like, "We should have watched Fruits Basket," 'cause I'm gonna get my casket and be like, "Oh, bull crap. Bull crap. I'll die
Hey,
in
he's
10
alive
minutes."
again, look at that.
I'm like, "No, no. You get in here." Um, but anyway, yeah, so that it goes mid for me for a lot of reasons. It could have been better. I really didn't like the whole thing with TK and Matt, like, weird characters. Ty went through a lot of emotional the scene where Ty came back to life was pretty dope. Um, but also weird because he should. I don't know. That was weird. There's a lot of weird stuff that I hated Mako Mom, bro. Like Mako Mom was a horrible villain.
Yeah,
Um,
I also was like, that's kind of a weird like, do they ever explain why she had the virus, like, at
uh,
any point?
they do. You just gotta finish it. It was
Yeah, I just
like
gotta finish it, yeah.
yeah, it was like put in her by May's dad, like on some weird stuff, and she became contaminated. I don't know. It was a whole thing. It was weird, and then the reboot. It's mid teetering trash. It's worse than yeah. Anyway, so after that we have what do we have? We have so after
After
Try
Try,
we
it
have
should
App
be the
Monsters,
20 Oh, App Monsters,
which
never
neither of us
watched.
watched.
Never watched.
Yeah, so that's gonna go in a didn't watch.
Let us
Um,
know what you guys think of Appmon.
wait,
So
is
we have
that the
no
even
idea.
right one? Like so, App Monsters.
Should be.
Okay. Yeah, so I mean, were there 2 seasons of App Monsters? Oh no, this is the 2nd season of Fusion, which is also trash. But in fairness, I didn't watch the 2nd season.
I didn't really
Yeah,
know they
oh,
were
actually, yes, I did. The 2nd season where the clock showed up. Okay, so that was equally trash. So, they're both trash.
Alright,
So,
then we have the 2020 reboot.
yeah. Um,
I would, say it's either mid or good.
I would say
It's
good.
definitely not goated.
Definitely not goated. It's
Definitely not goated.
I mean, I would even say mid. I would say mid. I would say top of mid. Um, almost good.
So,
Almost good.
I would say the only thing that holds this back from even being better, like
Is the
good
20 plus episodes of Thai focus.
Yeah, okay, so yes, the Matt and Ty show, I know the original series was the Matt and Ty show, and pretty much Frontiers was also the Being Two Boys show. Uh,
Yeah,
and it's like, okay, I don't know what this writing style is or why we can't, because that's what I liked about Try was everybody getting ultimates and not just the two main dudes or whatever.
facts.
Um, but and in the 2020 reboot, we got that pretty much, but they were kind of did the thing where they're useful for their one episode they show up, and then after that they don't really do much. Then
Yeah,
the 2020 reboot was cool though because we got to see some alternate evolutions
yeah.
for
We saw
certain
Crimson War Greymon, or what was his name? Crescent.
Crimson Greymon
Yeah, Crimson
or
Greymon and Crescent Garurumon.
Crescent Garurumon, which that kind of foreshadows something that happens later. And then we got
Poncho, Tokomon.
yeah, Togama, yeah, Poncho, Togama, which was like, "Oh, that's cool. Everybody's gonna get alternate evolutions. Oh, that's so cool." No, that just happens the one time and that's it. And only
Yeah.
Mimi only Mimi gets that one.
You know,
Which I was like, "What?"
I gotta move it good. The more I think about it, like, cause at least for me personally, I'm like, okay, the way that works is that we had, we had, like Mimi's character was done really well. They redeemed Sora, which is a huge effort. Like they should almost go and goad it just for redeeming Sora, to be honest with you, because like,
Uh, I would say, like I said, the only thing that holds it back was the extra, like, fillery stuff we got,
yeah,
which
no, like,
really didn't
yeah,
need to happen at all. Like,
yeah,
maybe
no.
if it was and then the plot was just kinda weird.
I mean, the
Like
plot made sense to me with like the holy Digimon and like all that, but it was kind of drawn out. I feel like if they had shortened it and the Cherubimon stuff was like, they just need to let Cherubimon go from the fan base because every time Cherubimon shows up, I'm just like, I don't care. Like, Frontier would have been goaded if we didn't go through the whole. I mean, okay, actually not true. Frontier, if it would have ended at the Cherubimon stuff, it probably would have been. Because that was the whole Dustmon arc. But anyway,
yeah.
um, no, I'd say it's good, almost mid. What saved it from being mid for me was the music, the direction, the fact that Ty had a lot of development, but also so did Matt. Like, um, the
Yeah, a
outro was
lot of
crazy. The first outro was such a bop. It was crazy.
no, the music and the intros and outros are really good. And pretty much all the characters have a nice they have a nice arc
Yeah,
within
no, the
themselves.
character development. This is the best Digimon's character development has ever been. I will say outside, like, okay, don't get me wrong. So, all right. Um, Okay, so I think the best three Digimon like character development shows are the first season because we get to see everybody. Like we have the whole thing with like Puppetmon where that's like friends and all that, and Kai sticking his hand through the gate and the Crest of Courage, all that stuff. So that makes that number one for me. And also, I feel like Data Squad does a really good job where Marcus has to find himself not just strong, like courage, all that. That's a really good art. Um, like Frontier was decent with the characters, but it was only for Koji Takuya. Um,
Yeah.
like Tamers was good, but like I felt like Tamer would have been good if Henry got any development. It was really just Rika and Takato, which I'm not
Yeah.
mad at, but Henry was just like, my dad's here. Dad, how could you? That's it. Terriermon was goaded though. So, but
Oh, Terramon is a blast. Anytime I see Terramon on screen at any point of any Digimon game, I'm just instantly happy. I don't know
yeah,
what it is about his design, or if it's like from his personality and Tamers and whatnot, or from the movies even. It just puts a smile on my face.
yeah, yeah. And like I said, so also shout out to, you know, um shout out to freaking 2020 for having like a whole vibe to it. But yeah, anyway, so lastly, we got Ghost Game, which I
Okay,
yep,
you haven't watched it, but I
I've
have.
watched 10 episodes.
I really? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I've watched about halfway through, and by halfway through, I mean, like, the first 25 episodes.
Yeah. It has
It's
60s.
it is, I'd probably put it above Adventure 2020 because it is actually really good. I think it's just the amount of episodes. It is definitely more serialized than a lot of the other because we have, like, that subtle arcing story. So I
Yeah.
think that kind of takes away from it a bit, but it has its moments of like, "Yo, that's really messed up actually." So,
Yeah, I mean, okay.
like there's literally n no, I it's hard to tell. It's hard to tell because it's like a kid's show, so they kinda have to be, like, subtle about, human death and disappearances and everything.
Yeah.
Um, so, like, sometimes you would see humans get captured and then they find them later. Other times, they're never seen again. So, that's kinda cool, if not a bit dark.
Yeah.
But, there's also literally, Sealsmon comes in, and he's just literally a serial killer Digimon. He just goes around serial killing everybody. That's probably the best episode that I saw because we even get to see, uh we see the return of a dark Digievolution, which is
Okay.
really cool. If you haven't gotten that far, I would at least get that far. I do wanna finish it, but I think it's just the amount of episodes.
I mean, that's
I
the same thing that played Adventure 2020. Adventure 2020 had 56 episodes.
yeah,
Granted, the
I think
original
Ghost Game
had 50, but, like, I don't know. That's why the original is goated because, like, I mean, granted, a lot of these had 50, actually. I think most of them had 50.
I think most Digimon series yeah, they have
Yeah,
50.
actually, okay, I guess that's par for the course. But I don't know, later, they just felt like they dragged on, like, because I don't know. Oh, wait, never mind. I was gonna say in Data Squad, Leomon finally doesn't die, and I was like, "Oh, actually, yes." Um, but there's, like, 3 Leomons there, so all 3 of them die, actually.
But
Wow, yeah.
also, I don't know. So I would at least put Ghost Game in good. Like it's a good series, and it
You said
honestly,
at
I didn't.
least, so you're saying it has a bid for GOATed, you're saying?
No,
Okay.
no, I would definitely not put it in goated. I heard the finale was really good though,
I'll
but
have to give it a watch. Like, I mean, like I said, I watched 10 episodes. It wasn't bad. It just so where are you putting it in good? Are you saying it's, like, top of good, bottom of good? Like,
it
what
could
are you s
probably go right, right in front of 2020. I think
okay. I
because
think
it
that's
actually
fair.
is a fun time. The characters are really fun to watch, and it's actually kind of funny in places. Um,
I think
the
that's
new Digimon actually I actually liked the design to the new Digimon. Gamamon, the little,
T-Rex
Triceratops
or
looking, yeah,
Charizard,
the
yeah,
little
that
freaking
thing.
that's the most adorable Digimon I've ever seen in my entire life, and, literally, he has become 2 of my wallpapers on my phone, so
Okay. Well, I was gonna say Calamon is, like, still tops for me.
Oh, yeah, no, Calamon's adorable, but, Gamamon?
Okay, okay. I mean, I've seen some of the evolution the modes of Gamamon, so, I'm not mad
Yeah,
at it, like,
have you
I'm
seen, I'll let you get to that point, and you can tell me, but it
you
was a really good episode, the Sealsmon episode.
you know what I hate about Gamamon?
What?
That he's not a Royal Knight or Mega, because 'cause we've got Omnimon, got Alphamon. Like, why is Gamamon wasted on a rookie? Like, that
You know,
aggravates me.
that is actually an excellent question, I thought about that myself. I said, "What?"
That does bother me because I expect Gamma to be up there with I think we even have I think we have a Betamon, or not Betamon,
So
Absalon?
there is a Betamon, and that's the little tadpole green
Yeah,
Digimon, which
yeah,
also is a rookie, so I find that kind of funny, actually. That's
yeah,
actually really weird, huh? Maybe we should look into that and
yeah.
see.
I think we have a Epsilonmon too, which is another Mega, so,
Yes, we do, actually. I think
yeah.
that is
But anyway, so I guess they were just on their thing. But yeah, this is our list of the seasons that are currently out. I don't know if we have more seasons coming of Digimon. Like, there's been no word because Ghost Game kind of just ended. And Toby's kind of like going balls to the wall with One Piece, and Dragon Ball Super is going to come back soon. I imagine they do not start up another Digimon at the moment, which is fine. I feel like we need a break after Ghost Game, or so I can catch up to Ghost Game. But yeah, this is our list. Like, what do you guys think? Do you think we're right? Did you make it this far in the video? If you did, thank you. I love you.
Leave a
Pray
like
that
if
you
you
have
made
a
it this
best day.
far.
Yeah, leave a like, man. Leave a like.
Leave a
Uh,
like, comment, and punch the bell.
Ding a ling a ding a.
The bell's a Digimon. Punch it.
Yeah, it's a spiral, digi black gear. But yeah, so if you agree with our list, let us know. If you disagree, let us know. I love talking Digimon with people, so at me at Twitter so we can talk more Digimon. If something doesn't belong here, where do you think it belongs? And I will talk about any placement except the first one being the top of goated. Like, we cannot change that. Like, I can say I'm willing to discuss the other ones. Probably still won't much. Definitely. I mean, I could budge. I'd definitely budge on Data Squad. If you say Data Squad goes and goaded, I would definitely say that. If you say Adventure 2 goes in good, I could probably see that too. If you say Try belongs in trash, again, I can see that. But one's not changing. It'd be hard pressed to make like Tamers change. And I refuse to say that Frontier is trash because that's the consensus. A lot of the fan base thinks Frontier is trash, and I was kind of shocked to find that out. I was like, "Oh, what?"
Yeah, that's why I had my reservations about watching it, but I sat there and binged it, so it wasn't that bad.
Yeah, like it was. I mean, the fusions were weird when they had their like beast and like human spirit merge. There was only two of them. That kind of pissed me off as well because love
I
to the other characters.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, that was whole weird. I'm like, wait, so we're not doing like megas and ultimates, and it's just
yeah,
human. And okay,
because they all have like the other ones all have evolutions. Like they're all anyway. There's a whole thing like Rhinoceros Kabuterimon was JP's few got to see, and we never got to see. I think it's like Sylphimon or Sylph. It's some like type of fairy name for Zoe's. Anyway, and then Tommy was a giant penguin, but we'll talk about that at another time. This has been Content Breaker makes a Digimon tier list with Strange and Static. I hope you liked it. Let us know if you want more. Let us know anything. Just talk to us. We're here. So
yeah, we like to talk.
yeah. You can find me on Twitter at Static Dreads, where you can talk to me, and you can find Strange and Entertaining wherever
You can look
you
for
want to be
me,
found.
yeah, on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch. Just look for me there.
Yeah.
It's all
Okay.
one big word. So that's it.
Yeah. Well, we'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.
Bye.